It's a point for AFC Telford United to start the new year with. They've drawn 1-1 away with Chester this afternoon. I have manager Paul Carden with me. Paul, you said before the game a point away at Chester you would have taken. Is that still how you're feeling now after the 90 minutes?
Well, I mean, obviously you get a penalty so late on and to win the game, or to obviously go in front, you're disappointed to miss. But like you say, a point on the road to anyone, whatever position you're in and whoever you're going up against on the road, it's a good point. Chester have had a new manager themselves. They've had a bit of a bounce on the back of it, and so it's a good point. We were poor in the first half. We didn't lay a glove on them. We played with no intensity or no real determination, which was more disappointing. But and when a goal behind, it's a poor goal to concede, and we don't seem to be conceding good goals, but that tends to be the way. Little mistakes accumulate to big chances which seemingly end up in the back of our net. But credit to the lads for coming back. Second half I thought we responded and we came out bright and we were on the front foot, and it took a quality free kick from Bren to get us on level terms.
You say about the second half, obviously you played the majority of that against just 10 men with Simon Grant sending off. I don't think there was any debate about the sending off at all, but was it harder to play against the 10 men than it had been in the 11 in the first half?
I don't think so. I think at times we didn't really appreciate we had that extra bit of time. I felt it was so sort of there was a lack of composure which prevented us from playing more, and that was frustrating about it. And, we're giving the ball away unnecessarily in areas where we don't need to be, and encouraging them with 10 men and the crowd behind them, but we kept going, we kept plugging away, and to be honest, even after the penalty, I thought we were going to go and nick one, but it wasn't to be. But like I say, I took a point before the game.
Yeah, absolutely. You've brought Andre Wright into the squad, obviously. Tell us a little bit about what you've seen in him and what's made you bring him in.
He's a big son. He is what you've seen. He came on for 10 minutes today. I think the only 2 headers he lost in the second half were against him. He gets hold of it. He'll make things happen, providing the ball comes into him. He'll make it stick. He'll give us a platform to play from, and take some of the weight off Ozzy at times. We're going to need that. We're going to need players anyway, which we've already spoken about. But he'll give us a bit more presence up there and a bit more strength, which we're going to need.
Sure. I think some of the loans that are in place at present are up for review in the next week or so. I think already Ted Can's already gone back to West Bromwich Albion. Is that right?
Well, West Brom weren't happy with him not playing at Leamington, which is fair enough. He's their player, but ultimately it was my decision. Which is a shame because I like Ted. He's a good lad and he's done all right. But I just felt in that game we needed Russ. His presence, the way he talks, how he is in the dressing room. I just felt we needed that against Leamington for a team who are relentless in how they play and they return the ball a lot. And I just felt Russ would give us that little bit more experience. But obviously West Brom weren't happy with it, and that's fine. This is their player, but I've got to make decisions for Telford, and they've got to make them for themselves, and that I respect that, but they've got to respect what we're trying to do as well. So that's where that was at.
Okay. Obviously, we've said it's not ideally the return you would have had today with the penalty kick at the end, but 2 games on the road, unbeaten against teams above us in the league. So there's a basis, something to work there.
Yeah, definitely. As I said to the lads, you got to take the positives out of, try and take the positives out of everything. But again, we're disappointed. We're disappointed with the points, and we should be. But we've also got to be sort of mindful that where we are in the league, every point is valuable. But we've also got to show more composure if we want to make sure the 3 points we're not reliant on a penalty. We've got to make sure we have more quality about us, which there is there. But I've said it before, it's confidence, and it's lads just doing the simple things well, because that's what gets your confidence back up. You know, not forcing switches of play or trying to play the killer pass. And I just felt at times we lacked that, which gave them encouragement.
Sure. And obviously the other news out of the club today was the announcement of some investment coming into the club yesterday. I gather at this moment in time that doesn't really change that very much for you.
No, to be honest, I knew about it. The chairman gave me a ring, gave me a call the other night, and he explained what was going on, and he was delighted and he was excited. But that was all I knew. That was when I probably knew about 12 hours before everybody else. So I'm pleased for everybody who's been working on the partnership or the new investment coming in, and hopefully we can. We've got a lot of positive stuff coming forward as well.
Sure, and so just in terms of targets, that doesn't really change sort of like the markets in which you're looking and the type of players you're looking.
No, not at all. We've got a couple of players who we've sort of earmarked and we've spoken to in the last few days, but this doesn't affect. It's not going to change that. We're not going to start being Newcastle and putting millions of pound bids in for players all over Europe. We'll just keep working within what we've got and trying to improve it. Like I say, we're hopeful to get maybe one or two in the next few days. But like I've said to you in the last 3 interviews, it's not proven easy at all. Clubs don't want to let players out, and it's been a tough one. But as I say, we've made a few phone calls and we've spoke to a couple of players. So hopefully, fingers crossed, something might happen this week. Okay,
that's lovely, Paul. Thanks very much. Happy New Year to you as well.
And
enjoy a slightly longer break before your next game this time.
Yeah, we will do. We'll get on the training pitch this week and see what we can see if we can get a bit more information and a bit more instruction into the lads, and hopefully kick us on from the 2 points that we've gained on the road. Hopefully start picking up some wins at home.
Okay, terrific. Thanks, Paul.
Cheers. Thanks very much.
Lovely.